Tonight, Governor Gina Raimondo is defending her decision to push back the start of the school year. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Hegy. As we first told you yesterday, school will now start on September 14th instead of August 31st.
Eyewitness News reporter Kalunian joins us now live with what the governor and the education commissioner say was behind this decision. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, that's right. The governor officially announcing today they're pushing back the start of school, and with it, the announcement about whether students can return to their physical classrooms. And a big question has been why they are delaying that announcement. The governor today says they simply cannot know by next week what the data will look like come September 14th. Governor Gina Raimondo and Education Commissioner Angelica Infante-Green say their decision to delay the start of school came at the request of school administrators and teachers unions.
The districts were really clear with us that they needed more time to make sure that they could put the safety measures and precautions in place.
Students are now set to resume classes on September 14th, but we won't know until the end of August whether they'll be allowed back into their physical classrooms.
If it's safe to go back to school, get those kids in school.
Raimondo says she understands the health concerns of teachers and parents, but promises if they do return to their school buildings, it will be safe. Today, she announced the state has acquired additional rapid testing kits that can accommodate up to 700 tests a day. And on the issue of transportation, she says they're looking at using the National Guard or RIPTA buses to help fill gaps.
Creative options could be children walking to school, children biking to school, ability to pick kids up and walk them to school, scootering to school, different forms of buses, different forms of vans.
The governor's briefing comes the day after Warwick voted to pursue full distance learning regardless of what the data shows come mid-September.
I could not be more disappointed in the vote that they took. They just threw in the towel on those kids.
The governor says the state does not currently have the ability to force a district to reopen.
In light of what happened, I am looking into all of the state's options, funding options, legal options, etc. So let's get to the table and figure out how we're going to get as many students as possible back in person.
And I did ask the governor today if it's possible that the school calendar will change once again. She says, yes, it is possible, but she also said it's far more likely that students would return to full distance learning or a hybrid model before they pushed back the start of school again or canceled things like winter and spring recess. Live in Providence, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
One day after Rhode Island was removed from the travel advisory list of several states, Governor Raimondo says she's still concerned with the number of cases here.
And this is new video here recorded on the Block Island ferry. The governor also warns about those who are not complying with social distancing or gathering rules, especially on the ferry.
Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian joins us now live with what the governor is saying about the situation and what she's prepared to do if things don't change. Kim?
Yeah, Shannon and Mike, crowding on the Block Island ferry, just one of the concerns for state leaders. Today, the health director said hospitalizations for COVID-19 are higher than they would like to see. And she also said there are just far too many new cases of coronavirus here in the Ocean State. Dr. Nicole Alexander Scott saying today that roughly half of people who tested positive for COVID-19 recently went to work when they were symptomatic. And in late July and August, the health department found an infected person exposed an average of 5 other people to the virus through social interactions. And that's part of why the governor says the cap on informal social gatherings remains at 15. She says classes for students or catered events are more structured and therefore have higher maximums. And when it comes to the popular summer destination of Block Island and its ferry, the governor says the island is not doing well.
We need to get better. We had a big meeting yesterday. We need to put more resources, more inspectors in Block Island, and I might even have to take some action. We have folks monitoring the ferry. We need to do something different in Block Island.
And we told you on Monday that despite hundreds of calls to the state's new large gathering hotline, no fines have been issued. But today the governor warned if people do not promptly disperse or are found to be repeat violators, that will change. Live in Providence tonight, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.